Waste generation is the inevitable consequence of all processes where materials are adapted. Extraction of productions of goods, consumption, raw components, and waste management all produce excesses. The scale of material adapted nowadays is huge, both with regard to the cumulative quantities and perceived as a per capita average. That consumption waste generated will result on the environmental future and personal well-being global if it is not handled suitably.
Why does a higher population means more waste is generated? The effect on the environment of all this waste is massive. Mass manufacturing of goods, many of which are unnecessary for a comfortable existence, requires vast quantities of energy, creates excess emissions, and generates massive quantities of waste. To make matters more complicated, the environmental impacts of high consumption levels are not limited to the local area or even the world. The use of fossil fuels for electricity to drive our larger vehicles, heat and cool our larger homes, for example, has an impact on global levels of carbon dioxide and the associated environmental impacts. Not all people are similarly liable for environmental damage on a global scale. Consumption habits and the utilization of energy are very high in some parts of the globe, while they are low in others, often in countries with many more inhabitants, and the fundamental needs of full societies are not fulfilled.
Status of Philippines in terms of waste segregation. Waste generation remains a major challenge in the Philippines, especially in urban areas like Metro Manila. Improper waste disposal, inefficient waste collection, and lack of disposal facilities are among the dominant concerns in the country's solid waste management. Waste generation in the Philippines has accelerated at a fast pace due to rapid economic and population growth and has contributed to environmental degradation. Despite the passage of Republic Act 9003, law in 2001, only about 21% and 4% of local government units in the country are being serviced by municipal recovery facilities and sanitary landfills. Therefore, in order to have an effective waste management in the Philippines, the LGU should have the political will to innovatively comply with Republic Act 9003. Through the mobilization of all sectors concerned towards minimizing solid waste and uplifting the economic status of the vulnerable group involved in waste management.
Even if we dispose our waste properly, there's no telling where some of that garbage may end up. As such, we ourselves need to act in such ways where we can contribute less to waste generation. Here are some many ways to lessen our contribution in waste generation.
Refuse. Learning to refuse waste can take some practice, but incorporating this step into your business strategy is the most effective way to minimize waste.
Reduce. Reduce the use of harmful, wasteful, and non-recyclable products. Reducing dependency on these kind of products results in less waste materials.
Single-use plastics have created a throwaway culture by normalizing consumer behavior of using materials once and then throwing them away.
Repurpose. For every item that can be refused, reduced, or reused, try repurposing it.
Recycle. Once you've gone through all the other R's, recycling is the most environmentally friendly waste disposal method. If your business doesn't already, start collecting cardboards, mixed paper products, and organic materials.
An ECOBRICK is a plastic bottle packed with used plastic to a set density. They serve as reusable building blocks. ECOBRICKs can be used to produce various items, including furniture, garden walls, and other structures.
Eco-bricking can help relieve the burden on centralized waste management systems, prevent plastic surfaces from being contagious, and secure plastic out of the biosphere.
Benefits of EcoBricks. EcoBricks are a sustainable way to reuse non-biodegradable plastic waste, as plastic waste is regarded as long-lasting and durable material, hence keeping plastic out of the ecosystem and prevents the contamination of the environment.
EcoBricks are used to make many things such as furniture, walls, and buildings. It allows communities and companies to get control of their plastic waste to create modular furniture, garden spaces, halls, and even full-scale buildings.
Even with such simple acts such as practicing the 5 R's and making eco-bricks, we can help out in reducing waste that might end up as pollutants, therefore contributing in our fight against pollution.